So back to digital implant dentistry. We talk today, or we jump from the free navigation into static navigation and dynamic navigation. And in the education of this workflow, which I'm gonna talk to you today, we have those 4 chapters, at least at the static navigation, to go scan, plan, make, done. So all these chapters are to be made, all these steps are to be made in order to predictably reach to a good, predictable, fast result with high accuracy and high aesthetics. Now, all these steps which you see there in a scan procedure are done by my team. Now, we will not talk about all the aspects, but we will focus on face scanning, IOS scanning, and the DICOM data acquisition. And all these technologies need to be true, to have the highest trueness and precision, whereas the accuracy is the sum of the above. And that is why in all my chain, I was missing the accuracy of an face scan and an accuracy of matching of the face scan with all the other technologies. That is why, and actually that happens to me very often, unfortunately, that every week or when something comes on the in the field in digital dentistry, I'm really want to see what is matching in my workflow, and I'm definitely introducing everything what I think that will make my workflow more smoother and more fast, as the professor said before. And what does the study said? We were, Marta Revilla-Leon had a study where she was showing how you can match the face scanning with all the other STL files. And also we have studies from the Digital Society which are showing that the superimposition, even if it's done with the same device, is not precise enough. That's why I was very happy to have the opportunity to make a face scan which works very fast and has, from the beginning on, the opportunity to match the face with the iOS reported to the face plans in a predictable way. And more than that, to match it with the cone beam CT and implemented it in a movement which I need definitely for my works to transpose it in a full arch rehabilitation to these movements for the provisional and for the final. All the inclination of the cuspids will have in the provisional and the final the same aspect. What about the digital impression? All the scanners have the same technology but still differs, and I will tell you a little bit more on a hand of the clinical study or a clinical case. What about the cone beam CTs? Also that choice has to be accurate, to choose devices which scientifically shows, and Stefan can say a lot about cone beam CT accuracy, right? To choose the right device and to have an artifact reduction to assure, based on AI, the positioning of the patient, and so on. So all these are conditions, because this is what is the mission of the new dentistry, to establish the accuracy parameters of all the technologies and the accuracy of matching with each other. Why? In order in the education to transport the clinicians from the digital data acquisition to the end, in everyday work with a high predictability. What I plan at the beginning, I would like to have at the end of the day. That is why the second chapter is the plan. And what do we plan? We plan and we align all this scanned, all this digital data, and we plan first a smile. We create this digital patient or this virtual patient avatar. I like much more actually. I didn't use it until now, but it's even better. And this is the base for the backward planning of the implant, of the prosthetic, of the guide, so that the virtual patient at that time was, and I will go through with you through some steps, at that time was with the manual matching. And we know exactly that manual matching is not as accurate because we need the accuracy of the matching. That is why the superimposition, which happens based on those planes of the iOS and also on the Combin CT on another plane. You saw it in the lectures before, so I don't have to mention that you are regarding all these physiological planes which help us to align all these structures. So this is how we got also to a smile design. Now, regarding the smiley design, I heard that today is a wish list, right? So, of course, to create a smile design, we could and we should take into consideration the personality of the patient. And Visagism is teaching us here and there something. There are possibilities to do an inquiry of the patient and to select the teeth which fits to that patient. Anything else is a question of taste. Of course, we use all the basic Coachman parameters from emotional dentistry or from his aesthetic-driven dentistry, and this is something that the software is giving us already, but we also need to know.